For just a moment, pretend that the due date is here for our software. And this is what we have done. We've got a nice list of completed features on the right side, and a list of features we'd still like to have over on the left. Unfortunately, as we look at our list, we see we've completed some features that aren't absolutely necessary for production, while overlooking some features that are. Sorting and filtering seemed like an absolute must at the time, but in retrospect, we could probably just get started without it. However, the ability to process file type B isn't something we can operate without, but since we're just pretending, let's imagine a way to fix this. What if we had a magic feature converter box that would allow us to take code from features that were not absolutely required and turn them into features that are? How does it work? Well, it's magic, but our best guess is that it somehow goes back in time and takes the effort that was spent on code for features already created and reallocates it to create the code for features we want in exchange. There is one small catch, though. The magic feature converter box will only work a fixed number of times, and we don't know what that number is. We may be able to use it to convert 5 features or 500 features. We aren't really sure. This means that before we exchange a feature, we need to be very sure we can live without it, and very sure that the one we are getting is the most important one on the not done list. So let's get started. In looking at our list, we decide that process file type B is the most important thing that we haven't completed, and the GUI for the error log is the completed feature that we can most easily live without. So thanks to our magic converter box, we swap them. And great, it looks like the converter box worked. So let's try another. Processing file type C is also vital, but sort and filter lists is something that, while nice and very important, won't stop us from going into production. So let's see if the box still works. And it does. And we keep doing this through the whole list. Hopefully by the time the box stops working, we'll have enough stuff converted to be able to go live. Our not done list will contain a lot of great features that we want to build, but not things that will necessarily keep us from going into production. As long as we can find one of these magic boxes that we can go back in time and convert hours spent on one feature into hours spent on another, and it lasts long enough for us to make the necessary conversions, it doesn't really matter what we work on right now. Obviously, no such magic box exists, but that's okay because all it lets us do is make the hard decisions about what is most important. As long as we can imagine what we would do with our magic box when under the pressure to get something into production, we can just make those same decisions today. It's just a matter of being ruthless in our prioritization, using the same criteria we'd use if we were at the due date and trying to exchange features in order to get a minimally viable system into production.